Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Journey. Look at what I got. This all came out of a microwave. I specifically got it because I wanted to get the transformer out right here. But all these other components are useful too. So let me show you real quick me taking it all apart. And I'm not really going into detail about it because it's just a bunch of screws. You just take them apart. One of the things I did is I tried to keep all the wiring and stuff connected still. If you didn't care about that, you could go ahead and just clip all the wires and make it a lot faster to take it apart. But let's go ahead and go into that real quick, and then we'll go over what's actually here, and we'll see if we can't use it for a future project. Alright, so we found what we're looking for here. Here's our transformer. Actually, no, this is our transformer. Basically, you're just looking for a bunch of coils of copper. You see a thicker gauge copper and a thinner gauge copper, and that right there is what we need. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect whatever we need to be able to get to that. I am going to try to keep it plugged in as much as possible because I do want to figure out how to keep power or get power to this. So, but we basically just need to get in here and start disconnecting things until we can get that out. And there we go, that's what it looks like. So this thing has been unplugged for a very long time now, so shouldn't be much of anything in here. Definitely watch what you're doing in here and make sure you know what you're doing so that you don't short circuit anything and possibly electrocute yourself. There are some fairly large capacitors in here which you could short circuit and could electrocute yourself with, or at least give yourself a pretty good shock. So this is what we're looking for. Hopefully we can go in here and see what else is in it too. Alright, so as you can see, with a little bit of patience, you can get a lot of useful stuff out of a microwave. You can see here the main thing I got it for, this transformer. And then here on the magnetron, there's actually some magnets here that you can take off and use for other things. You have a nice blower fan here. You got a separate fan here. This is a small little fan that will operate off of some low power, or actually consume low amounts of power. You got a geared motor right here that you'll be able to use for turning things slowly. You got little capacitors, got lots of relays all here on the circuit board, lots of other capacitors, several resistors, diodes, transistors. You got a small little transformer here. You got a large capacitor, which I don't think we'll be using that for anything. We got several different types of switches. Here is a just a regular push button on-off switch. Got several switches here that can be used. Let's see if we can get one better. There we go. Got several switches here, 3 of them actually, that can be used as limit switches. Got lots of different, looks like 3 different light bulbs that you could use. We've got, and these may or may not be useful for much, but safety switches for overheating. So if something overheats or you want to keep something from overheating, you could use one of these. That should cut off the power, keep it from running once it gets to that thermal limit. You actually have the push buttons that go on the front here, and I've never really found these that useful, but if you wanted to use them for a project, you could. We've got our actual power cord that could be used for just about anything else. Having this end on it like it does, you could easily make that go into a box or something like that. So lots of useful components here that can be used for other projects. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of useful parts, but they're absolutely useless unless we're actually going to use them to make something. So I've looked it all over, and I think that one project specifically that I can make out of this that I think you guys are going to find pretty cool. I know I'm going to like it. Definitely going to enjoy the challenge of making it, and you'll see that probably in the very near future. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make that probably 2 or 3 videos long. That way you can kind of follow along with it and really just dive into it. That way you can see exactly what my thought process is on it. See what we're going to actually do to make it happen, because there's components on here that will be needed for it, and then there's other components that maybe need to be bypassed or something like that. So, but besides that, I think I got about, I don't know, probably 3 or 4, at least 3 or 4 different projects that we can do with this thing. So definitely check out my future videos so you can see all that. I mean, who knew? It's a microwave. Who knew you could make so much with it? As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when another video is coming out, and there'll be another one coming shortly. So until next time, y'all take care.